Hey, this is Brock Lemires, and in this video I'm going to talk about how to secure copy files from the Linux server back into Windows. Okay, so if you remember in this class, what we are doing is we are using a Linux server called csci109.cs.montana.edu as the place where we are going to create and edit our C programming files. We're going to run them, we're going to compile them on this server, and we're going to run them on the server. And we're going to do that from a different computer, usually your own Windows machine. And the way that we access it is over this thing called SSH, which is Secure Shell. When you open a Secure Shell, that allows you to do text editing and issue commands to the Linux server. However, if you want to copy a file from the server, the CSCI 109 server, back into Windows, you use a different protocol or a different command called a secure copy. Now, very important, secure copy is executed within your Windows PowerShell, not after you create the SSH. Okay, so the first time you start doing this, you always like start an SSH and then you try to secure copy and it doesn't understand what's going on. Just remember, it's not an SSH. Okay, you just pull up PowerShell and issue secure copy. Okay, so here's the options for this. The command is called SCP for secure copy, and then you have three fields, okay, or three arguments. The first one is options, and we're not going to use these in this class. Options just lets you specify whether it's, get a full file or a single file or a full directory. Do you want to preserve the file properties, etc.? We're not going to use that. We will use the next argument, which is the source file. And the way that this works is that you can provide everything in one argument that includes your login, the server name, the actual folder, and the actual file. Okay, so let's take a look at how you can put this all in one chunk. So this is the source file argument. You're going to put your net ID, and then you put @ and you give the server name, csci109.cs.montana.edu. Then you do colon, and there's no space right here. It kind of looks like there's a space, but there's no space, and that gets you to your home directory. So the point that you put this colon means you're now in your home directory. So now you can provide a folder path if the file you're after is in a folder. So for this example, we'll grab the file that we messed with in the last video, which was called test2.txt, and it was in the mod02_code_along folder. So you put that after the colon, and that will specify where it's going to go look for the file to copy. Then destination is where you want that copy to in Windows. The easiest way to do it is to first browse to the location where you want to put that file, so where test2 will go in Windows, and just put dot for the destination, meaning here and now. Okay, so the Sunny Holland operator. Okay, so it's going to place it wherever you are. Okay, so let's take a look at how we're going to do this. Let's do this. All right, so I have a PowerShell that is sitting over on the Linux server. So I'm going to put that right here, and we'll kind of cover up this screenshot here. So here I am in Linux, and I'm like, okay, host name, where it's CSCI 109. I'm gonna go, who am I? I'm right there. Let me clear this, and let me do present working directory to see where I'm at. I'm in my home directory. I do an LL. I have a folder called mod02 code along. So let me change into that. And I just said mod tab, and it auto-completed. Then I look what's in there, and there it is, test2.txt. That's the file we want to get. So if I vim that, I can go test2, and in there's my name. Okay, so let me quit out of that. And that's the file I'm going to get. Okay, all right. So I just launched a new PowerShell. So now this is now going to be my PowerShell. This is Linux over here. This is PowerShell on the left. And what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to browse to where I want this file to go. So when I opened up PowerShell, it went to C Windows System 32. I'm going to go back one, and then I'm going to go into this directory that I created called CSCI 109 on Windows. Okay. At this moment, I am going to issue a secure copy command. And the way I do it is I put my net ID, then I put @ and I give the server name, csci109.cs.montana.edu, colon. That takes me to my home directory. And from there, if I look at my Linux window over here, I need to go into the mod02_code_along, and there's no autocomplete on this. So this is where it can be challenging to get it exactly right when you have a long file path, but we can do it. Mod 02 underscore code underscore along. And then you do / because it's Linux. And then you go test2.txt. That is the argument for the source. Where is the file you're going to copy? And then for the destination, I'm just going to do dot. And that's going to put it wherever I am, which happens to be in Windows C/CSCI 109. Okay, so now I'm going to bring over, before I hit return on that, I'll go ahead and bring Windows Explorer in here so I can see my windows. This is graphical file explorer. So under C, I have CSCI 109 that's empty. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit return in PowerShell, and it's going to say, what's your password? So type that in, hit return, and lo and behold, here it goes. So in PowerShell, you'll notice that it says, okay, it saw test2.txt, it was 100%, and it actually moved 3.4 kilobytes, and it took like zero seconds. So it's really fast. If I in PowerShell now do a dir, I notice I have test2, but I also saw it pop up here, right? So here's test2.txt. So if I open that, I'm like, what is it? Well, it's just my name. And if I come over here, the original file, when I vimmed that, it's like, there it is. So I copied this thing from Linux all the way back over into Windows. And now I have it in a form which I can do stuff with it, which in this class is going to be mainly uploading this to the Brightspace assignment folders for homeworks and labs. All right, that is it. Okay, and see ya.